Mobility environments. Now, whenever we develop a mobile application, so there are different devices, different platforms, different companies. For example, normal programming, we are using Borland C++, Eclipse, NetBeans, Visual Studio. There are so many. The list is endless. But we are talking about the mobility environment or development environment for mobile apps. So there are some technologies that are restricted only to single manufacturer's device. For example, iOS, Apple iOS, and Objective-C. Some platforms are there which are licensed not to a single manufacturer but to several other manufacturers like Android and Java, or you can say Windows 8 and C#. Android Studio we develop in Java. Windows 8 apps we develop in C#. There are some open source also. They are designed to work on various devices. For example, WebOS, HP and NU. So this is the Objective-C, this is C# and Java. And this is NU, an object-oriented cross-platform JavaScript framework. Okay, so these are different things available. As a mobile developer, what or which platforms you are going to choose is requiring a lot of consideration. That is, you require carefulness, thoughtfulness. This is not only the aspect. There are business goals because the customer is giving you that app to be built. And what are the device features he wants that to be supported, or the hardware limitation he has. So the app which has been given to you to be built by the customer, the platform need to be chosen according to that also. So there are different mobile environments that needs a lot of consideration. Yuan, he suggested there are certain criteria to choose and to assess the MIDE, Mobile Interactive Development Environments. MIDE. As I said, there are IDEs, Visual Studio, NetBeans. These are IDEs, Interactive Development Environment or Integrated Development Environment. So there are certain features to assess. Before I go ahead, let me tell you about the mobile development tools. So there are various tools to develop mobile apps. There are various popular devices and you can easily freely download these from internet. World Wide Web. For example, developer.apple.com, the Apple iOS Development Center. This contains tools for iPod, iPad, iPhone. Developer.android.com. So you get plugin, you get Android development using the Eclipse programming environment, you can do that. Then the developer.blackberry.com. Here we have plugin to allow BlackBerry development using the Eclipse environment. This environment it gives. And you can also download the Eclipse programming environment from eclipse.org. Previously, Java was predominantly we were working on NetBeans. Now it is Eclipse. Now, coming to Microsoft, create.msdn.com, even the Xbox games, the Windows Phone apps. So these are the Microsoft tools you can download from. Developer.nokia.com, and this is for Java-based Nokia development tools. Then we have the developer.palm.com, right now getting popular HP WebOS development environment. Neo.js. This is a cross-platform development environment. You can use this website. And then we have www.sira.com. This is for construct to cross-platform game development environment. www.sira.com. So you can use all these. There are plenty more available. So Yuan was suggesting the criteria. First is general productivity features. Whenever we are choosing some certain MIDE, this MIDE should contain tools to support the editing, the project management, the debugging, the architectural design, the documentation, All these should be there in your MID which you choose along with the unit testing possibilities. Third party SDK integration. So it is better to work on one IDE rather than working on several IDE. Okay. So you don't need multiple IDs, rather than one IDE which can fulfill all your job should be chosen. Post compilation tools. See, a good MID should contain those tools for source code that can be optimized for a specific mobile device or a service. These are the post compilation tools which you need in MID. Over the air deployment support. What does it mean? That is, a better MID will allow you testing of the deployed app within the development environment. You don't need various devices to test on, but on the development environment only you are able to deploy and then check. End-to-end mobile application development. That is, we see mobile devices are not that powerful. Process, storage large amount of information locally. So how to do this? Can you do it on your IDE? So it is important for the developers to create, test and deploy the entire mobile projects using your desktop MIDE. You are working on your PC or your workstation. This is called end-to-end mobile application development. Documentation tutorials, support materials should be there, because while you are working you may be stuck somewhere. So in order to learn and to use it to entirety or to solve certain purpose, you need effective documentation and tutorials. Graphic user interface builders. If the MID is supporting visual construction for your user interface, like we were doing in Qt. So Qt became popular just because we are able to design good user screens. So we can construct the prototype and test it quite quickly if we have a graphical user interface builders. Okay. So these are certain criteria to choose MID as Yuan has suggested. Coming to the middleware. See, there are certain middleware projects. Means on one part you are developing, one part you are developing for, and there has to be some middleware. So these products are representative of those developed specifically for mobile applications. For example, you have www.infra.com. So Mobi Mobile Middleware is a set of library and WSDI component that interact between a web server and the application. So between web server and application, this is the middleware we are talking about that make mobile data available. So I am talking about the in-between, which is providing the services. A middleware is all about providing the services. We have smartsoftmobile.com. So this mobile solution provides cloud-based and enterprise SAP, for example, SAP solution. Sybase.com. So this is providing MEAP, that is mobile enterprise application platform that provides tools and client server middleware for mobile and enterprise application development. You can also go to scn.sap.com. Code.google.com. Skiing Zone. This is a lightweight and extensible Java middleware. So that also is enabling the development of distributed mobile applications. Along with this, we have modolabs.com. Kurogo. This is also a very popular open source platform designed to power the content-rich, multifaceted mobile websites and iPhones and Android apps. There are middlewares which are required while developing the mobile apps, and these are the ways you can get it.